And again, welcome everyone to ODETTA Digital. And we'll keep this meeting short and sweet. If you
Right.
haven't yet, please put your phones on your Instagram account. And if you also want to follow up with questions or ideas after this meeting, or to keep plugging our Serious Play exhibition, I welcome that. We have another month plus for Serious Play. And I'm not a person that feels like hitting Instagram every day. I think you can see that now. I really just don't have the energy for hitting it every day. But once in a blue moon, to post something together in unison with a group, I feel like that helps me revisit Instagram and learn what the tools offer in that moment. I applaud all of you that are diligent with this tool. I'm noticing, for example, Charles, you do such a brilliant job of posting on a regular basis. And, I'm just
Okay.
proud of you. I think that it's wonderful to see everybody taking the tools that we've shared together here and applying them to your regular practice. It's really encouraging to me that this matters to you. So, Nicole, how would you like us to begin? Do you want me to start by sharing my screen or and showing the current Instagram posts that I have that show collab?
Yeah, yeah, you can do that. You can do our last collaboration together to
Okie
show it
doke.
as an example, and then I can go through and do one, just like a sample one with everybody.
Great. Okay, so sharing the screen.
Mhm. So just to preface, I know Ellen's already sent some emails out, but just in case anyone didn't read them, in order to do a collaboration post, you do need to be on your phone to do it. You can't do it through the computer. I know it would be so much easier, but sadly you can't. Um, and you do have to have a professional account, which it's not that hard to change. If anyone has any questions on how to switch from a normal user account to professional, it's pretty easy. So just let me know if you have any questions about that.
Is that necessary to do this?
Yes, you can do it with just like a normal account. But which you can switch it to professional even if you're a private user, like you only have a select audience. My account is private and I'm still able to do the collaboration with Ellen.
So do
So,
you
but
do you have to start over again if you switch to professional?
no, it
Oh,
keeps everything the same. It's super easy. It's literally just you click a button and just gives you more features to access. Basically, it doesn't change your account, doesn't take anything away from you. It only gives you more. That's
okay,
really
cool.
all. Yeah. So if anyone has any questions about it or if they want to try and set it up, just let me know. But she's just going to show you what we did.
So it's not letting me switch accounts without throwing a password in, and I just don't want to open up a password page right
That's
now
fine.
on a screen
That's
share.
fine.
Um,
So you can
so
just, I think, click on it. It should be down there.
yeah, it's showing um EH Fagan. Let's just see if I can't get it to show up.
Because which ones are shared with me? It's
So
there's
this,
EH Fagan, and then there's one on ODETTA too.
I know. Oh, there is one on EH Fagan.
Yeah, EH Fagan and ODETTA. So if you scroll
Oh,
down, the picture, yeah,
to the
the library
library.
one is me.
Okay. Okay.
That was our sample post, like the first
Right.
one we did together. Yep.
So
Oh,
yeah,
is that the Morgan? Is that the
that's the
Morgan?
Morgan.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I just went.
It's a great place.
Right
Great
in my
place.
neighborhood. Um, Hang on one sec.
Mhm.
So what you guys can see here is Nicole Popo and Odetta Gallery are
Mhm.
posting the Morgan Library
Mhm.
post that she sent me. That means that it's going both on my page and on
Mhm.
hers.
Yep. So even though I have a private account, right? So even though I have a private account, all of Ellen's 5,000 and plus followers can still see that photo of mine that I've like collaborated with her on. So both of our audiences can see this photo and can see that both of us are attached to it. So that's the big selling point of this. It gets so many people looking at one thing and brings you a much, much bigger audience, basically. Yeah.
Nicole, I got a question.
Sure.
How many people collaborate at one time? Just two?
So no, you can do, I think you said 25, Ellen, was
No, up to 20. Up to
up to
20.
20. Okay.
That link that I sent you guys last week from Cora gives you the play-by-play. It was like an art news link or a New York Times link, and it gave step by step how to do collab. And I'll send that again, or maybe I can find it while Nicole's describing stuff, and I'll put it in our chat. Go ahead, Nicole.
Sure. So this is just an example of what we've done. So if you want to take out your phones and we can start going through it, I won't be able to show you as much, but I'll try and like show my phone to the screen. So if you can all open Instagram. And even if you don't have the professional account yet, I can kind of still show you what it's going to look like. So, yeah, you know what? Let's just start with that.
Yeah,
So,
we were gonna start with that.
right. Yeah.
Making a professional account. So let me go back to my
Right.
Instagram.
So
And
yeah, you can actually show it on the computer because this
I
we can
will.
change on the computer, which is so,
Right.
I love using the computer for Instagram. I really
Everyone can
do.
see my screen, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you see the blue writing down on the left where it says switch to personal account.
Yeah.
So if you have a personal account, that's going to say switch to professional account.
So you go to your settings
Mhm.
in your profile. So it's your profile, and scroll down on the left, the menu. And if it says switch to professional account, go ahead and click on it. It's going to ask you for more data, your address, your mailing address, your phone number. Most of that you do not have to show
Yeah,
online.
optional. Mhm.
One of the benefits of having the professional account is that it does lead you to different tutorials
Mhm.
as well.
Yep, and then you can also check on like statistics, how your account's
Right.
doing, who's interacting with you, age groups, places. It really does come in handy when you're trying to grow your
Analytics.
audience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that means analytics is when you post and you want to see sort of the reach that
Yep.
you've had, that kind of
Mhm.
thing. So that's step one, is to make
Mhm.
sure that you have a professional account in order to utilize some of Instagram's tools. Okay, Nicole?
Sure. Okay, so if we can all open Instagram on our phone, I'm gonna do a test post with one of the artists who's part of ODETTA. So I have Anne's account open. So the first thing you're gonna do, just find any photo you want to post, choose it, make it look nice and pretty, right? All right, I'm just gonna add the caption because I am gonna do it as if it's part of the serious play.
Yeah, these images that you select, try and have it come from Serious Play
Mhm.
for tonight so that you're plugging your exhibition one more time.
How do I know? I mean, I don't have that on my Instagram now.
Yeah, well, I would think you posted 5 photos for Serious Play. You should
Hmm.
have sort of a basic handle on which images you have in that exhibition.
Right.
So do your best guess.
Mhm.
No, I know, but what am I doing? Nicole, what we're doing with this?
Sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a collaboration post together. I'm
Okay,
going to show you all how to do it. So first, just pretend you're going through and posting something, right? So what we're going to do, let me just get it. So do you all have like the plus button in the middle, right? So we're going to add new post. That's the photo I'm choosing, right? Next, next. Write the caption. So I have the name of the piece, and then I have all the serious play information that Ellen has given us for the past Instagram launches. So I have the hashtags and everything all lined up. If anyone wants me to send you a copy of it, I have it. Let me know. And then from there, now this is where you tag the collaborator. So when you tag people, you know how you usually would tag ODETTA Gallery, right? In most of those launch posts, it says add tag. I'm trying to not give you the
Could you
add tag
go
over
to
here.
next on the, could you go to next on the shared screen so that you get to
So
that?
I can't on my shared screen do the tagging. So I'm trying to
Oh,
find it on my
Yeah.
phone and I'll see if I can't bring it forward because I'm doing it on my phone. So,
Let me see if I can
um,
show you. Can you see my screen by any chance?
Not with the shared screen still up.
here, let me take
Okay.
this out.
Yeah, sorry
I
guys.
Because
can
you're like a
share
postage stamp right now.
multiple
Sorry.
participants. Nicole, I just gave
Yeah.
you multiple participants. So you
Okay.
can share.
I can't share my
Can.
screen no.
Yeah, I think you can.
No, I mean my phone screen.
Oh, no, no, you
Yeah.
can't. We
Sorry.
don't have that technology yet.
No,
Jeff?
not just yet.
Not yet, and we're all chomping at the bit for it. So,
May I make a suggestion? Since I can't, the reflections are terrible on her phone, on Nicole's phone.
Right. So if you
My
guys
suggestion is, rather than trying
Mhm.
to do this on Zoom, because everybody's quality is different, is that you put a tutorial together, how to set up a professional with shots of your phone, photographs of your phone, screenshots that you save of your phone,
Sure.
and then we can all look at the process
Mhm.
because I'm kind of lost in this at this point. I don't even,
Okay.
I mean,
Where did
because
I
I can't
lose
look at your
you?
phone. So what if you could take screenshots of your phone as you do each
Sure.
procedure, then perhaps then we
Sure.
could have another Zoom meeting. And then we'd all have the
Sure.
how-tos from beginning to end, how to set up the
Right.
professional account on Instagram
Right.
and then do
Do you
everything.
have the professional account set up yet?
I was looking at it,
Okay.
but I haven't completed it, no. But
Okay. Okay.
I think that that would be helpful because I can't see, you hold up the phone, but it's all blurry and
Yeah,
reflective.
it's yeah, the phone isn't necessary. I just thought maybe you guys could see it, probably not. But for the professional account, do you want me to walk you through it now as you look at your phone? Because I can also do it verbally, if that's helpful.
Uh,
Because I'm looking at the
okay, I
same
mean,
screen you are, right?
right now I have to, it's asking me to create a password. Um, I guess
so
I understand
Charles,
that we have to set
Charles,
up a professional account. I don't know if I necessarily need help with that.
Okay.
But
probably
my
not.
question is if we're going to do this collab thing,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to try to show us what it looks like on the phone, you can take screenshots of your phone
Of
and
course.
upload them as what PDFs or whatever images,
Right.
and put a whole how-to instruction on how to do it screen by screen by screen.
And
Right.
that
That's my
was
suggestion.
Charles, thanks. That was a part of the link that Cora sent. It actually shows you step by step.
Oh, okay,
So if you can take the time to look at that, that will move you forward.
okay.
Hey, Ellen, I have a question. I tried to collaborate with you just as a test, and I sent you something to collaborate, and Instagram is telling me you've sent a collaboration request to ODETTA, whatever I sent it to, and they have not responded yet. Did we ever figure out why? Did you ever see that request? And if so, if not, do we know why you didn't see it?
I see it now. You sent it on Sunday and I didn't see it. But now
Okay.
I just went back to my messages and here it is. So I will review it.
Cora,
And
you
it
got
says-
it.
I think
It's very easy, really. I mean,
think
all
this
you all
Yeah.
you're
is
doing is
not
when you tag a
instantaneous.
person, there's an option to
Yeah. Invite the
collaborate.
collaborator. Right.
So
And
you're
so I
tagging a
just accepted it.
collaborator, and they get a request that they have to respond to. It's
Right.
really, really easy.
It
But
is easy, Charles. It is. But you
Okay.
do need the professional account.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's
so I
really
guess
You-
it's also a good idea to let the person know, if it's someone you know,
exactly. Yes.
that you're about to do that, so that they will look for it. And
Right. And even as like people who are part of the collaboration as well. So let's say someone else in the ODETTA gallery wants to do a collaboration with you. Do any of you know how to accept it?
I've
So
no,
no.
I've never,
No.
yeah, no.
What you do,
So
Ellen
how
needs
you would
to know that.
We know
so how you
nothing.
would accept it is you go into, well, if you go to when
messages.
Ellen exits out of this, you can go to messages, or you can go to posts you've been tagged in your profile. You have those sections. So it's posts, you see posts, reels, and tagged right above her photos, those three separate things.
Oh,
Right. So you go to tagged, and then you can go to the posts that that person tagged you in, and underneath there will be a blue little button that says review, and you click review and accept.
Oh, that's
Oh.
amazing.
But you can't do it on the computer, but this is what you would do on your phone, if that makes sense.
Okay.
That's
Right.
one of those things that sits there and you never use. But
That's
now,
correct.
now we
Right.
know what it's doing there.
Forcing, that's what we're forcing ourselves through is all of those things.
Yeah.
Charles, we may be able to put together some kind of a PowerPoint or keynote. However, that link
I
that I
will-
sent
I
will
will I'll review that email and read all those things. I thought this Zoom was basically, walking us through
No.
it, and I haven't looked at these. I just,
Right.
I mean, I didn't do it for this last posting that we did, and though I know there was some people may have done it, but I'll review it, and if I have questions, I guess I'd get back to you.
Okay.
I mean,
Nicole,
you're making it sound like it's not that hard. I
It's
just have to do it.
definitely not, or you wouldn't
Okay.
see me trying to run a tutorial.
Okay.
I have a question, Nicole. Maybe you have the answer
Sure.
to this. Supposing I wanted to tag for a request for collaboration, 10 people.
Right.
Could
You
I
can.
do it on the same post, or do I have to
You can.
post it
You
10
you
times?
do it on the same post, and what
Okay.
happens is each time it accepts it and it will send it to that other artist and request them to review it.
Right.
But then you have to go back to that same collab tag and press on it time and again to get all 20 of
I
your
see.
collaborators.
Okay.
Then,
Right.
That's
Just
good
like you would a
information.
tag. Yeah.
well, with
Yeah.
a tag,
Yeah.
you can stay in the image and just keep clicking on the image
Oh,
and add
yes.
names. But with
I see what you
Collab, they
mean, yeah.
sort of run you through two steps each time.
Yeah. They got
Um,
to make it a little difficult,
yeah, and we'll get it all ironed out, over time, I'm sure. But They do ask you time and again to edit and
Mhm.
go back into that tag for your
Mm,
next and your next. And one thing I would strongly urge you guys to do when you're doing the collab tags is to not only tag and invite as a collaborator me for Odetta Gallery, and you're also welcome to invite EH Fagan Studio. So there's two, but also invite Shim Art Network and
mhm.
invite Artsy. Because
Mhm.
if we play our cards right, you could end up with a lot more viewers. I have not
Mhm.
gotten Artsy to accept my invitations yet, and I have not gotten Shim Art Network, but I think it's because Peter hasn't figured it out yet. So he will.
Mm.
It's a new feature, so not everyone knows how to use it yet, but it's definitely useful. Very
But
useful. And
even
imagine, you know.
for our
Mhm.
blasts, where you try to promote a show on the same day, if everybody's collaborating with everybody else within the group, even that is going to give you
Imagine,
a
right?
lot. Yes. Yeah.
Exponentially,
Thousands.
yeah. It'll build up pretty quickly for you.
Yeah.
So what else do you want to say about this, Nicole?
Um,
So now you were
I
showing them
yeah,
about tagging.
right. So, does anyone want to walk through it with me and do it on their phones at the same time? Because that's how I usually learn. You do need to have a professional account, though. That's just what.
Yeah. So Ellen, you can see that I
Otherwise.
just sent you, I just tagged you and I just sent you a request to collaborate, but
Nice.
you're getting the same notice that I keep getting.
Yeah, I keep getting it. So let me go on my phone, and
What
here
is
it is
that
on my
notice? What does it
phone.
say?
It
It
says
says
use the latest version of Instagram app to see this type of message.
right, but this is my computer. Now I'm on my phone, Marjorie, and I see view request,
Yeah,
and so I'm accepting it.
Mhm.
okay.
So
I
in another moment on Odetta Gallery, which I apologize, but my computer is not pulling up Odetta, and I really just don't want to pull up my whole password page. That's too much information. But in just a moment,
yeah, and this was really just a test. I didn't put in any of the hashtags or anything like that. I just
so here now Marjorie's post just came in, and Marjorie and Odetta are both in charge of this post. Now,
Mhm.
folks, I asked you all to use captions. Marjorie didn't do that right now as this test, but going back,
You
captions,
can still edit the photos, yeah, if you'd want to add them in.
yeah, I
captions,
can edit the post and
Mhm.
Jeff, this is news to you. Captions would look like this. It's a basic blurb about the exhibition with a number of hashtags, right? And then in the image, not only are you collaborating through the tagging feature, but you do go back to the tagging feature and bring in whoever you're showing on your post. And this is a combine post of Paul Brandwine and um, I'm blanking on her first name, Sarah Zephra. So it's a combine, and so she and Paul are both tagged in this image, as well as Artsy, as well as Odetta Gallery, etc. So going back to Odetta. So not only in the tag feature are you doing collab, but you're also going back and tagging. And that's a two-step process too, right, Nicole? Or can you do the two automatically?
Say that again.
You
Sorry.
know how I want the photo tagged?
Yes.
But I also
It's a two-step process.
Okay,
Yeah, you
so-
have to do it twice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
had an artist with an interesting question during our most recent launch. She said, "Is there any way that I can pull up my Artsy page and show the images based on the exhibition? Like, will Artsy organize my work by exhibition?" The answer is no. However, in Instagram, when you go to a hashtag that we're all using, like Odetta Gallery, I always request that we match our tags. You can end up with things that show our exhibitions all together. So that wasn't a great exhibit. That wasn't a great example. Let's try this one. Like when we go to Serious Play,
Oh.
as artists, you are welcome to post and use these hashtags time and again for each of your posts so that you really can, if you're showing somebody on the street or in a gallery, here's the work that I had in a recent online exhibition, or you want to take a screenshot of it
Mhm.
and show a recent exhibition, that's a way to do it, is to use those hashtags that I've given you for every show, to try and assemble your work into one phrasing and exhibition at a time.
Another thing that I was looking at when this whole thing came up, Ellen, was
Yeah.
sharing.
Right. Are we ready to move into sharing, Nicole?
Sure. Sure.
Are you guys ready to move off of Collab?
Sure.
Does anyone have any questions?
About Collab before we move on? Great. Practice makes perfect, folks.
Yeah.
Nobody has to think that they're getting it wrong when you're trying to explore these tools. Like playing a musical instrument, you really need to just get into it and sort it out and not worry about it, because as you post your images, if you use something like this kind of a caption and describe your work in there as well, like your label for your piece, if you do that, you are still doing an excellent job of connecting your artwork to an existing exhibition. So have no fear. And be sure and tag along the way. It's I have a lot of artists that'll come back to me and say, "But you didn't tell us how to reach the artist," because they aren't familiar yet with tagging. So I'll say, click on the image. It'll take you right to the artist page. Everyone's clear on tagging, right? I'm not seeing Susan Dumas.
Yes, that's the only thing I'm
If
so
that's the only
far.
thing, you are leagues ahead of many. So congratulations
Yeah.
on that.
If you can
Okay.
tag, you can do the collab. So
I'll switch my account this week.
Exactly.
if you need any help, just let me know.
Definitely, Nicole. Definitely
and
will call
easy.
you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let me see, Nicole. I think I pulled
Mhm.
up Cora's email and forwarded it to you today.
Yes, you did.
See? Apologies, guys. Let's see. Maybe here.
Oh, I found it.
You
Do you want me
found
to
it?
send it to you?
I think you've got a shared screen. I think you can take
Okay.
this.
Woohoo. All right. Wait, joint posts. I think it's this one. This one I don't think is Quora. Give me one sec. I'll share. This one. So this is what the second link opened up for me, Ellen. Can you see it?
No, I do not see your screen yet.
Can anyone
Desktop.
else see it?
I'm seeing somebody's screen, but just of their
My
desktop.
Yeah. How do I show your screen here? I offered you, it says multiple participants can share simultaneously.
It says it's sharing mine currently.
Yeah, but just your desktop.
No, this is
No,
my
it's
desktop.
yeah, it's not my desktop, which is
Oh, I
funny.
stopped my share? No. You are viewing Nicole Papo's screen.
Now you can see it?
No. Now I can see it.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So this is what the link opened me up to, which was how you can post to someone else's Instagram. Which
If you can
I don't know if you
enlarge
want me to
that
go to,
image, if you can increase your screen so it's not minimized there,
what do you mean?
fit to screen.
Double click on it. Go
The
up to view in the
minimize,
right corner.
I can't really change the minimization. I can zoom in if you'd like.
Yeah. Okay, that helps. That brings
Yeah.
it up a little larger. That's even better. Okay. Can
Okay.
everybody see that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, great. Go ahead.
So which one do you want me to click on, Ellen?
I would say we wanted to share someone's post.
Second one.
For ways to reshare content?
Uh,
Or
that's
no?
that is one. Yes, this is the one. I had this
Okay.
up earlier.
How to
Okay.
repost on Instagram, 4 ways to reshare content from other users. So the first one, so taking a screenshot of the Instagram post you want to use. So you can't really go to someone's Instagram post and repost it. What you can do is you can take a screenshot of the image and repost it. So crop it, make it pretty, and then make sure you tag them. Make sure whoever is posted is given credit. And that's probably one of like the oldest ways to do it. That's how I learned to repost. The other things you can do, so tap the new post button located on the top right corner, select post. So what you can do from there is you can then share it as a link, so you can message it to people. Another way is you can send it as a message in Messenger and Instagram to other people as well. You can also post it on your story. That's one of the ways a lot of people are doing that right now, by reposting. So for shows, especially, people use that. And it's just kind of telling you how to do. That's just reposting using screenshots. So if you scroll down.
Nicole, I had a question.
Sure. Yeah.
You said use the repost button in the top right corner. I don't see one of those.
I don't think it's a repost button. It says select post.
New
I don't think.
post.
Yeah,
It
I don't think
says
there's any.
tap the new post button
Mm-hmm.
in the top right corner and select your post. So then
So
you
there's
go down.
no repost option, if that clears things up.
Yeah, so what are you saying? You just start a whole new post.
Right. So
Yes,
you take a picture. Mm-hmm.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
kind of like copying and pasting
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
as now your post, with the idea in mind that you tag them
Right.
You
as well
can't,
as yourself.
you can't use the embed code? Or is that only for doing like newspaper stuff?
No, the embed code, That I only think that works if you're sending it as a message, if I'm not incorrect.
Because and briefly, so there was this woman, this last time I think it was Sinclair, sued Instagram because somebody offered her too little money for her work, but they used the
Yep.
embed code instead. And that's the place where they tested out whether or not those terms of service matter. I'll leave that there because that got overturned by the same judge, I think, who ruled on it the first time. I don't know where it stands now. All right, carry on. Sorry.
No, you're okay.
Now we get to worry about the embed code, everyone. So the labyrinth grows wider.
And this is just kind of telling you how, this is just a step-by-step of how to repost by taking a screenshot, the cropping, the resharing, choosing the photo. So that link that she sent you, that second one, if you click on that first option, when it brings you to Google search, this is where it'll bring you, and it just kind of tells you how to edit it, add your caption, and then you just click share and make sure you tag that person whose photo it is. That's the most important thing. And then there's reposting apps. So it goes through the reposting apps. It's called Download Repost for Instagram. I actually haven't used this before, but I'm sure there are plenty of different apps you can use. And again, it gives you a step-by-step process. So identify a photo or video to repost. It'll probably connect you to the Instagram account that you have. So I can't really give you a step-by-step of that because it's going to change depending on whatever app you use.
So copy to your clipboard. Could you go back to that one for a sec? Scroll back.
The first option.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Keep going. It said
Instagram reposting apps.
no.
This is the second option.
Okay.
Identify a photo or video to repost. Let me see. I don't know. Yeah. So copy or paste and share the URL. Yeah. So that's what I was explaining before. So you can copy link. That's usually what you do. So some of my friends don't have Instagram. So if I'm looking to share a post with someone on Instagram, I copy the link and send it in my messages. So I'm assuming that's the way you can do the same thing for the repost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does everybody understand that?
Can you copy the link without having one of these apps?
No.
Okay.
No. Sorry. I know.
I have to ask.
Yeah, no, it's a good question. There are no bad questions.
Well,
Why does everything have to be? Why does everything have to be done via the phone and not the computer?
So Instagram's original use was on the phone. So whenever there's new updates or anything, usually it's first given on the phone. Like it's only been recently that you've been allowed to post on your computer, which is, oh, I love it. My favorite thing. But it's only been recent. So they've just added those things because now, we have influencers. We have so many people using these apps that you can do so much more on the computer. So they've only just started to add those features and functions on the computer. So that's why. It would be much easier, yes, if we had those on the computer and so much easier to show people and teach people, but it's not available.
I would like to say that with the URL, when you do copy it, you can paste it into things like Twitter or LinkedIn and get your Instagram post shared via those vehicles as well. So
I think even Facebook too. Yeah.
And Facebook. So the URL that content can be moved around a bit.
Definitely. It's definitely an important way to share your other people's work, upcoming shows. It's great. And it even has, like, you see the share to option. So if you have connected apps on your phone, so if you have Twitter downloaded, you have Facebook downloaded, you can share it to those things. This is the repost app. So it's just giving you, if you do want to download that app, there's like step-by-step here. I would go through it, but I've never used it before, so I don't want to give any information that's
Do you
wrong.
use one, Nicole? Do you use one of those apps?
I really don't.
You
I
just-
usually just like to share on stories, and then honestly, just taking the photo is
Just
just
do the
easy.
screenshot.
It's
Uh-huh.
the easiest way to do it.
Mhm.
Quite honestly. You don't need to download another app. You don't have to use something else. I just like taking a picture, or if you know the person well enough, ask them for the picture. You know, have them send it over. Because there is a whole thing with when you repost after repost after repost, you know, the image quality is gonna dwindle a bit, but
Mhm.
you should be fine. Honestly, that's the easiest way to do it. Take that screenshot, crop it, and post it. That's the way I recommend doing it. It's the least amount of hassle, and you get it out to people.
Mhm.
Any
And
other
so
uh,
yeah, questions. Yeah.
questions now on, we got through the professional account and the tagging option for Collab and reminding people about using the captions and tags and now repost. Was there one more thing that we were going to work on, Nicole?
I don't
In
know. I
Cora's
don't think so.
email? Here, I'm going to take you off the
Yeah.
screen share for a minute.
Sure. Yep.
I have
So
a
the rest of that
question.
is just different apps. Yeah. What's the question?
So when one talks about posting to someone else's Instagram account, don't you have to get their permission?
Well, that's the only way I know how to post on another person's Instagram is you either have their passcodes or you use the Collaborator app. That's the only way you, like, not app, but the Collaborator feature
But you
on
still need,
Instagram.
even collaborating, you still need their
You need-
permission because you,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, they still need to review and accept. You're right. Yep, you got it.
okay,
Any other questions?
not yet.
Okay.
I think we're
That's
going to wrap
fine.
it up. We'll
I
wrap
haven't
it up.
posted in a while. I've been so busy, but
That's
I'm sure I
fine.
will.
That's fine.
That's fine. We'll wrap it up at 8, guys, just to, there's always more to digest. And Charles, it's a good idea for us to create a keynote. I don't know exactly when that'll happen, but I'll think about it in everyone's copious spare time. It's a bit much, but
Yeah.
I will resend the link on.
Okay.
That gives you the step by step, and I did it while sitting in my car waiting for something. So it wasn't excruciating, I'll tell you that.
No,
Sure.
yeah.
Not difficult.
Sometimes we just make it more complicated for ourselves.
Yeah.
That's what I always do,
And
to be
Technology,
honest.
technology isn't excruciating? What?
Yeah,
so I will
it
say
is.
that I have hopes for this, that
Yeah.
what we'll do moving forward with the next few ODETTA projects and your own projects is now you've got this other tool that you can keep tinkering with. But I will say that there is a bit of a lag time. For example, Cora, when you brought that to my attention now, that's the first I've seen of it, and you posted it Sunday.
Because I
So
didn't know how it worked. Like I just decided to give it a try and just did it.
yeah,
And
me too.
I guess made an assumption that, oh, you'll see it, but that's not true. Like I really should have reached out to you and said, okay, I'm doing this now. Are you seeing it? Especially since we were communicating about the concept. So yeah,
And the
that's
other thing is, though, is I have been checking my messages since our launch. I started it on Friday. I
uh-huh.
didn't see it until today.
That's why I recommend going through the tag section, because I did the same thing with you, Ellen. And for some reason, when you did the collaborator with me, I tried to go through messages, and for some reason, I couldn't review it through there. So then I went to my tag section. That's the easiest way to accept it.
That's really good information.
Good to know.
Mhm.
I'm going to pull that one back up just so we can see that one more time. So what Nicole is talking about is the tag section. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
That's how you're going to see who's trying to reach you. I was always going to messages, some people are sending me messages like Anne, Nicole, but it has
Oh
not
yeah, I just
come through.
posted that for you. Yep.
But it hasn't come
It's good.
through as a request
It
yet.
it should be on your phone.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to show up on the
On the
computer.
computer. Okay.
Because also, again, same with accepting requests, have to do it on your phone. Everything with the collaborator, for some reason, still needs to be on your phone until it's updated. Just always use your phone for anything like that. That's my recommendation.
I'm sorry, I don't see that. I don't see that tagged thing on my phone.
On Instagram?
On your phone?
Yeah,
Are you on Instagram?
yeah.
Okay.
But I
Do
mean,
you have a
it's on
professional account?
I have a professional account. It's like I'm on my home page. It
Mhm.
should be right there, right?
No. Nope.
No.
Oh, you mean you have to go to your profile where you can see all the photos you've posted before?
Yeah,
Right?
that's where I am.
Can you try and show us your phone?
I
I know there might be a glare.
don't see it either, Nicole.
Oh,
Oh, I have that stupid blur on.
Oh, it's okay. Let me see, because
I don't know how to get rid of the blur.
Oh, it's okay. Let me see.
I don't see it
So-
on mine either.
It's just like it doesn't say tagged. It just has a little person in a
Oh
square.
yeah. I got
basically.
it. I got it.
So it's just an icon.
Got it.
Yeah. They like to make it more confusing, you know? Because why make it easy? Why would you do that?
Well, that's great. I appreciate your time, Nicole, and you
Oh, of
preparing.
course.
And I'm gonna stop the recording unless there's one or more final questions that you think might be helpful for this recording.
I'll just say thank you, Nicole. I'm glad we
Thank
share
you.
the same
Yes,
cynicism.
thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Thanks, this was
Thank you,
useful.
Nicole. Have a good.
Of course.
I'm gonna hop
Thank you
off and
very
have some
much.
dinner.
And thanks, Ellen, for organizing this.